If you're the kind of person who's trying to increase your protein, and no matter how many times you buy products that say high in protein, you seem to not see any differences in the mirror, and you keep noticing that the scales don't ever seem to change, well, if that's the case, then I created this video so you can once and for all finally understand whether something is high in protein or whether that food product is just lying to you. You see, today I'm going to review Weet-Bix Protein Bites, which I will give them this. They are delicious, but are they actually high in protein? Well, lucky for you, I've got a simple formula that you can follow. Basically, all you're going to have to do is you're going to have to look at the nutrition label. Don't worry, there's not a lot of maths involved. And what I'm going to ask you to do is look at the amount of calories per serve. In this particular case, it has 193 calories per serve. You might think to yourself, that's not too bad. But it only has 10 grams of protein, which makes this relatively low in protein for the amount of calories that you're getting. You see, the simplest way to find out if something is high or low in protein is to simply look at those numbers, 193 calories. Now, all I'm gonna ask you to do is to take away the last digit of those calories, which would make this 19. Now, for something to be high in protein, ideally, the number that you see in the protein is higher or equal to the amount of calorie. In this case, we are getting 10 versus 19. As you can see, the calories are higher than the protein, which makes this a low protein item per serve. And you're probably wondering to yourself, how can food companies get away with this? Well, let me explain. Because you see, as long as the advertisement is true to some degree, which in this case, these Weet-Bix bites are actually a little bit higher in protein than standard Weet-Bix, then they can claim that it is high in protein because it is higher in protein than their original product. However, only getting 10 grams of protein for almost 200 calories is actually pretty low in protein. For example, for 30 less calories in these 150 calories of chicken, you could actually get 30 grams of protein. And for 10 less calories, you could actually get 30 grams of protein for only 140 calories of tuna. So here is my suggestion to you. Instead of just going by the big bold writing letters of protein on all the food products now in the supermarket, check to see if there's at least 10 grams of protein per 100 calories that they're selling. If there isn't, then it's not a high protein item. Now with cereals, there is a little caveat that you need to be aware of. They don't do it, but some other cereals out there do, which is they assume you're gonna have this with milk, which guess what? Comes with protein. So in their head, they're thinking to themselves, well, if you have 1 or 2 serves of this, which would be 20 grams of protein, plus a glass of milk, which would be like 7 to 8 grams of protein, then you almost have 30 grams of protein. I get it. But some of you are trying to lose weight and you want to be conscious of how many calories you're eating, which is why I keep harping on about nutrition labels. Don't be fooled by the food industry. It will try and trick you, and it often succeeds. And now if you're the kind of person who is trying to lose weight and you're conscious about your calories, but you need a little bit extra help, then make sure to click the link below to join my waitlist for my upcoming challenge, where you get to work personally with me, where I help you with your nutrition, keep you accountable, and help you finally start to see the weight scale go in the right direction. And now if you're also the kind of person who's wondering to themselves, how can I find out if something is high or low in carbs? Well, if that's you, it's your lucky day, because I created a video where I explain things like that, just like I did with protein, but with carbohydrates instead. So give it a watch.